Hey everybody, this is Peter with BibleMoneyMatters.com talking today about the 401k. What is a 401k? 401k is a retirement savings plan for employees. So if you've got a job, your employer most likely has a 401k plan that you can be a part of. So when you sign on for your job, you're going to be getting your first paycheck. So here's our paycheck. Let's say you're making $1,000 a month. If you have a 401k plan, I'll put that over here. You have the opportunity to contribute money to your 401k plan before the money's taxed. So let's just turn this into a big bucket here. And here's our bucket, and that's where our money is going to be going. So with a 401k plan, before your money is taxed, you can put money into the 401k. So let's say you make $1,000 in your paycheck, you want to put in 10% or $100 into your 401k. That leaves $900. After the money goes into your 401k, then your paycheck is taxed. So you would be taxed, say your tax rate is 25%. Then you're going to be paying about $225 in taxes. If you're taxed before the money went into the 401k, you'd be paying $250. So by putting money into your 401k before the taxes are taken out, you're saving money on your taxes. The amount of your taxable income is reduced, and over the course of the year, you're probably going to be saving hundreds of dollars on your taxes there. The money that you put into that 401k is going to be growing year after year until you take it out at retirement. So, with that said, how much can you contribute every year to a 401k? Currently, the maximum contribution is $17,000 per year for a 401k. If you're over 50 years old, you can also contribute a catch-up contribution of $5,500. Excuse my poor writing there. In addition, if your employer is making a matching contribution to your 401k account, they can contribute up to 6% of the employee's salary. So let's say you're making $100,000, that would be another $6,000. So if you add it all together, if you're somebody making $100,000 in pre-tax compensation, and your employer is contributing up to the maximum of $6,000, and you're contributing $17,000, and say you're also over 50, you could make a total contribution of $28,000. Whoops, let's move it over here. $28,500 per year. But again, that's going to vary from person to person depending on how much money they make. But the basics are $17,000 per year with a $5,500 catch-up contribution if you're 50 or over. And then add in the 6% of your salary contribution matching from your employer if they do that. Not everybody does. And again, that's where you're going to get your total amount of contribution. So take that away again here. What investment options do you have in a 401k? In a 401k, you can invest in a wide variety of things, from mutual funds that have stocks, bonds, real estate, investment trusts, and so forth. It really is going to depend on what your level of risk that you want to take on, how long you have until retirement, and so forth. So that's something you're going to need to look into quite a bit before doing it. One of the downsides of company plans is often that their investment options are limited, and the 401k account has annual management fees, and the fees associated with the mutual funds are higher than you might expect, the expense ratios. So choose the best funds you can with the lowest fees. Often those are going to be things like index funds or target retirement date funds. So with that said, to recap, let's kind of look at some of the facts here. With a 401k, last year about 60% of the American households nearing retirement age have 401k type accounts. It's a tax deferred retirement savings, so there's no taxes coming out of that money until you withdraw it at retirement. You can contribute up to $17,000 per year pre-tax, $5,500 catch-up contribution if you're over 50 years old. Employers can match up to 6% of an employee's salary. And the max you can contribute to a 401k plan is $50,000 or 100% of your compensation per year. So finally, you can withdraw funds from your 401k account with no penalty only after you've hit 59.5 years old. Otherwise, you are going to have a 10% penalty added onto your regular tax rates when you take that money out. So there are some situations where you can do a 401k hardship withdrawal or a few other situations, or do a 401k loan. But again, those types of things are not recommended. So steer clear of those things if you can. Thanks for checking us out today. If you can, and if your company has a 401k, get in on that 401k and start investing. Thanks for stopping by.